The term X-Pac Heat describes the absolute most hate for a wrestler, not just the character but the performer playing the character. I'm not sure the exact time frame of when this saying popped up, but I can remember starting to hear it often around the year 2000. I've always been a huge X-Pac fan, but I can see where people hate him. But first, let's start from the beginning, when a young man by the name of Sean Waltman, who trained under Boris Malenko, found himself cruising the independent circuit of wrestling. He got noticed under the name Lightning Kid, and at a young age his career was almost over before it started. During a match with Bill Wilcox in 1992, Waltman suffered an injury causing a blood clot near his brain. He was advised to never wrestle again. After a tryout with the WWF, Waltman was signed as the Kamikaze Kid. After a few name changes, such as Cannonball Kid and simply The Kid, he became known as the 1-2-3 Kid after a quick victory over the up-and-coming Razor Ramon. He spent a few years as a fan favorite in the World Wrestling Federation, a true underdog that not only kids looked up to, but also adults found themselves cheering for. Backstage, however, things were a bit different for Waltman. He became a member of the Clique and started to develop substance abuse problems at a young age. In 1996, he showed up in the crowd of WCW Nitro and quickly revealed himself as a member of the NWO. He would go by the name of Six. This is where we would soon see the type of heat that Waltman could draw. As a heel, he was something like a feisty chihuahua. Loud, quick, small, and not afraid to get in his opponent's face despite his size. He pissed off a lot of fans despite other NWO members such as Hall and Nash getting as many cheers as they got boos. He was also part of the infamous Horseman parody, which didn't win him any popularity contests. For reasons still not completely clear to this day, Waltman was fired by WCW while rehabbing an injury a little more than a year after joining the company. Waltman ended up back in the WWF as a member of the group D-Generation X. He would now go by the name of X-Pac and was hugely popular in the company from the minute he walked back through that curtain. This was by far the highlight of his career, as he was part of some great storylines, rivalries, and DX antics such as the WCW Invasion skit. His popularity as a face would remain even after Triple H and Chyna left DX for the rival faction, the Corporation. He would end up teaming with Kane in a storyline that had him almost taming the Beast and earning his trust and friendship. After DX reformed as a heel group, X-Pac got some of the worst heat of his career up to that point. I mean, people hated this guy. They hated the guy behind the character. He went from being loved and cheered to being loathed with nightly chants of X-Pac sucks. Even after DX split again, he would remain one of the most hated wrestlers in the company, whether it be as a member of the X Factor or the reincarnation of the NWO. People just absolutely hated Waltman. He would soon leave the WWE and never wrestle for the company again, but the term X-Pac Heat stuck. When somebody says, man, he's got X-Pac Heat, remember the man it came from, because you know it's the worst kind of hatred you could ever imagine.